So apparently the greatest shooter we've ever seen and the greatest player of all time ruined the game of basketball. Crazy.
That can we just? That's such a
don't play the vid. No, editor, leave all of it in there, all of it, cause that is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Do you think Steph has changed the game for the better?
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, the game obviously is different now, right? Because when I was playing the game, you had a lot of bigger power forwards and centers. The game was inside out. You play, kind of a methodical game.
How is Amari doing?
We started to somewhat shift.
I think he's an assistant coach for the
right?
Nets.
We went
I
to
saw
a
him on
smaller
the
ball. I moved to the 5. Sean Marion went to the 4.
Damn,
and we played more of an up-tempo style. The Golden State Warriors took that formula and took it to a whole new level, right? Those guys are playing great basketball. Everyone's moving the ball. It's beautiful to watch team basketball on display every night. And I think Steph Curry, the way he plays, and he's like the nucleus for this team with that style, he's the guy to actually change the game for the good for sure.
Go ahead, Doug.
Well, I think he changed Golden State's game for the
This is how you know he got a burner. He got a burner waiting on him.
With Milwaukee and the Celtics, I've been watching the NBA playoffs, believe it or not, for about 55 years. That was the worst game 7 I've ever seen. They shot a combined 88 threes in the game. And Milwaukee was 4 for 33. It was an unwatchable basketball game. How many times have we seen Miami in this Eastern Conference Final? What they have 745 in one of those games, and I can't watch.
You're naming bad shooting games and saying it's
up and the ball doesn't go in. I want
Interesting.
balance in my basketball. I know three-point shooting is important. I can live with it, but I want balance. I want to see Amari do his thing down low. I want to see him go into the basket. I don't mind throwing the ball down to Kareem and watching him hit a sky hook once in a while. Everything needs to have balance, and I think the NBA at times has lost a little of that. And Game 7
At
of Milwaukee
surface,
and
that
Boston,
point
even
isn't
you,
bad, but
who was in the building, you cannot dispute
Bucks
that. That was a
Celtics
horrific
games, nah.
7th game with 88 threes. It was unwatchable. You have to admit that.
It was watchable to me, no cap, bro. 508 stand up, bro. Come on, bro.
Video number 2, and I'm opping every video. This is video number 2. Get this man's jersey away from him. Who gave him this jersey?
Come on, you see it? Come on, bro.
I'm about to get my Braun jersey. I'm changing mid recording. I'm about to get the Braun jersey. This is getting out of hand. This shit's getting out of hand, y'all. Y'all gonna have to laugh at me below wearing the Lakers jersey. I don't care. He's wildin'.
Unwatchable. Come on, bro. Come on. Yo, Kuzi somewhere smiling, mad dog. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it was Kuzi out there dunking on people and shit. Bruh, at surface level, as a football fan, I agree with that. The people that only like offense is annoying in football, but you brought up Giannis's team? What? You brought up the Celtics? Like, the whole thing with Boston is they're the best when they get Tatum and Brown to attack the basket versus shooting threes. So, I don't know. But in general, his point wasn't awful, I guess. But only naming bad shooting games and then naming the two teams that pretty pee when they push inside the paint. I don't know.
That was a bad take. Hey, mister, I've watched the NBA playoffs for 55 years. Go watch Game 7 of 2010, bro. Horrible shooting performances from both sides. It's a Game 7. This was before the three-point era. What do you have to say about that, bro? Come on, bro.
Especially given the context, a lot of people tend to ignore, as Kobe fans tend to ignore. Y'all do the Kyrie build-out Braun thing. All right, what about Ron Artest hitting a shot of shots to fucking save Kobe in that game? And it was a three-pointer at that. So, dog, what's up? What's up? I don't know. That's crazy. I like that out of you, Benji. Okay.
Thank you. Now, I will say, ever since then, like back then when someone hit a three, it was like, oh, shit, he just hit a three. Even back then, I don't know if it's just me, being young, but like when someone just dunked the ball, motherfuckers went crazy. But now, certain shit is normalized. That part I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, the three used to be like a special shot. Now it's just literally a part of every single fucking possession. A dunk is, it's not as glorified. It's not as hype. Certain dunks is just like LeBron on Nurkic. Come on, bro, I'm getting hyped. But like, even like simple shit used to be like, oh, he just dunked the ball type shit. That stuff isn't the same, at least in my opinion.
I give you great context. So Tatum shooting, you wearing his jersey, Tatum hitting shots over Giannis, that would have been SportsCenter top 10 back in the day. But better yet, this is how wild it is when you brought up dunking. Yo, Robert Williams makes SportsCenter top 10 every day back in the day. The dunks that he does, they're not crazy, but they're number 10-9 every day back in, bro. Bro literally come out the cut. Like, what the fuck? He be punching that shit. So yeah, I agree. Perfection's normalized. It's sad.
I was in Boston for the Boston-Milwaukee Game 7. I was there for the Boston-Miami Game 7. But I will tell you this. You're not wrong, doggy. I just think you're pointing the finger in the wrong direction. This is why Stephen Naismith is here to the rescue, baby. That's why.
All right, Stephen A. Rescue us.
It's not Steph Curry's fault because Steph Curry can shoot. Steph Curry, he changed. He changed it. People say he changed the game. No. He elevated it to a point where it was acceptable because you're looking for somebody to produce somewhere close in the vicinity of what he does and what Klay Thompson does to a slightly lesser degree, okay?
That sounds like changing the game to me.
The reality is, you know who the biggest culprit for all of this is?
Bridgewalk.
He knows that. He played for Mike D'Antoni. Mike D'Antoni wanted you to shoot threes or layups. He didn't want no mid-range game. He would consider
that's a little
if you took a
interesting,
mid-range
but
shot. Am I lying?
the
Except
Nuggets
for me, I mean, I shot a lot of mid-range.
Not you. But those guards
Well,
that
yeah,
he put
but
out there,
absolutely.
if they launched mid-range shots instead of three, doggy, he didn't like it.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you something else because
I
you'll
give him that.
appreciate being
A
the
little bit.
historical individual that you are. That Molly so eloquently stated earlier
Thank you,
today.
Molly.
Okay, Molly's going to explain it the way it needs to be explained. Okay.
Hornball.
My brother, the guy I love so much, that I believe is the greatest player to have ever played, Michael Jordan, is responsible as much as anybody for changing the game for the worse when you consider you. Stay with me on this.
Okay.
This is throwing no shade on Michael Jordan. Of course. He's the greatest ever.
Yo, did you hear Amari? He was like,
Mind you, before we continue, because I know if it's a short,
These two don't even.
I guess I've never played a sport game. That's crazy. That's a wild assumption. But two, Amari Stoudemire is a big man. Remember that. Remember that. Just remember that.
Estimation number one. All right. But he was so phenomenal that the NBA marketed the individual, the audience gravitated towards the individual, and the game became a bit more individualized because people wanted to be like Mike.
Oh, that's even worse than what I thought he would
You
say.
had
What?
Bird and Jordan.
That's way
Bird and
worse.
Magic. Well, what was Bird and Magic?
Oh my God,
As
he
great of a
nullified my
shooter
point
as
and said
Bird
something
was,
50
as
times
Mr.
worse.
Clutch as he was, okay? Bird could pass, Bird could rebound, Bird had McHale, he had Parrish, he had Dennis Johnson, he had Gerald Henderson, he had a whole bunch, Danny Ainge and others.
So when I brought up the big man thing, I thought I was going on to something. I thought he was going to talk about changing the game for guards, all that stuff. No, he didn't even do that. He just acted like stars didn't dominate ever. No. The Wilt Bill thing are like the only two people we talk about from that era for a reason. The Kareem playing in the weakest era because he was so dominant for a reason. No. It's always been
"Is Magic and Bird for a reason, bro."
Magic and Bird for a reason. It's always been this guy's too good at basketball. It's always been that way. I don't know why Michael Jordan is like, oh shit, he's just too good. No, it's always been that way.
Hey, Stephen A. But let's roll with your game. Let's play your game. If we really want to talk about it, who's lifting up this individualism that you're talking about, bro? Who's talking about legacy talks every fucking day, Stephen A? Who's talking about LeBron James during Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Stephen A? Who's doing it, bro? Who's doing it, bro? Who was the one calling Kwame Brown a bust on national TV before it was cool? Come on, bro. Stop.
Yeah, you know what you did to that man.
If this is the take you're going, bro, look yourself in the mirror, bro. You're the one gassing up these individuals. I'll look myself in the mirror, too. If Chad is going to pull that card, we're a part of it as well. But don't.
Chad can't pull that card, though, because we would do it, but this whole channel is about not giving a fuck. So I'm sorry. Don't look at me. I ain't pushing no agenda. I'm just here talking about the agenda that y'all push. I don't really give a shit about nothing. And nigga, you argue Kwame your GOAT, and I'm like, all right, shit, cool. I don't give a fuck.
All right, blue collar, but team. Well, what was Magic? Magic was Showtime. As phenomenal as Magic was, what was his number one attribute? Passing. So guess what? He inherited Norm Nixon. You had Jamal Wilkes, all right? You had Kareem. All of a sudden, you got Worthy. You go from Norm Nixon to Byron Scott. You still got Michael Cooper. You got Michael Thompson. You had Kurt Rambis. The list goes on and on. And you marveled And think about this. You had guys once upon a time that would grab rebounds and want to dribble. Magic came along, and the first thing you did was grab that rebound. Where's Magic? Here you go. And Magic pushed the ball up the court. He had Worthy on his right.
Great
he
players
had Byron Scott on his left. He had Cooper trailing. And if that didn't materialize into fast break points, then they'd slow it down and wait for Kareem. What I'm saying is you were thinking team until Jordan elevated it to another level.
You just contradicted. What the fuck?
Jordan, then you had the Kobe's, the Vince Carters, and others that came along.
And I like Stephen A for the most part too.
The individualization of the sport, particularly because of the money that came with it, became more of a vocal point. So I would tell you, Mike D'Antoni, in terms of three-point shooting, all right, and making sure to maintain the pace, letting people score so you don't disrupt the pace. And then Jordan with the individuality, even though he obviously was a team player and the Chicago Bulls were a great team, the marketing of the individual, those two components is what made the game what it is today, which some people like yourself may not like, but guys like he and I accept.
One, that's a whole lot of bullshit. But let's just go back to the original Curry point. That's weak as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. The game of basketball within the NBA has certain rules. Curry and all these guys in the NBA, their job is to just be as effective as possible. And if you look at it analytically, if you look through historical eyes, the last couple of years, who's winning, who's not, three-point shooting has proven to be the most effective way to win a championship at this point. Or, it's a very pivotal part in winning a championship at this point, just winning games at this point. So now it's Curry's fault because he's been in the gym practicing this shot, this part of the game, and he perfected it to the nth degree. Now it's his fault. Again, if we really want to unravel this comment, then the person who ruined basketball is the person who invented the three-point shot. You know what I'm saying? The three-point line. Like, how is that on Curry? I don't know. If it wasn't Curry, it was gonna be someone else. It was gonna be, I can't even name a person that wasn't influenced by Curry, but a guard that was flashy, that was gonna shoot threes at a historic rate was gonna come at some point. Hey, it might have been my James Harden.
It was supposed to be Jimmy Fredette. Like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, it was gonna be somebody, bro. Dead ass. Like the argument, if we can move out even outside of this video for a second, is always Curry birthed the likes of people that are doing all these dribble moves on TikTok and just cutting out the shot that brick, or they're taking 50 million shots and it's always from half court, or you try to go to the neighborhood park, ball up, and it's always that one dude on the team that got picked up because he ain't had no friends, and the first thing he do is dominate the ball and shoot threes, step back threes and shit, and traveling. That's fine. We're talking about the shots that don't go in. If we're talking about the shots that go in, we're talking about the shots that essentially help teams win championships and shit. It's literally balanced itself, as Russo was begging for. It balances out. There's awful basketball being played, then there's also sensational basketball being played. For every nameless person out there, but granted, I won't say every because the NBA is a special place with a limited amount of players. But for, I'd say, every ounce of bad basketball play that you may see at your gym, or you might even see at the NBA level, there's a motherfucker like Steph Curry that just did that to win the game.
So, Kevin Durant sitting on his couch because of, you see what I'm saying?
I'm getting a jersey. I'm getting it. Next video you see. I don't know the release order, but trust me, when a Laker jersey is on, it's because of this motherfucker. Continue.
Because of this guy, you know what I'm saying? KD was a little bored today. See what I'm saying? He was on Twitter, saw the clip from First Take, and responded with the tweet on the screen. My theory is that guys like Steve, Skip, and Shannon have changed the game for the worse. Players like Stephen and Michael can only push the game forward. First of all, I don't know anyone that calls Stephen A. Steve. That's just mad funny.
I think he did that to be disrespectful on purpose. I think he hates that, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's,
call me Steve type shit.
That's crazy. Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, when I said what I said about the media before, I wasn't even thinking about KD's response. KD's on point.
Harsh reality, this is where I will look in the mirror because I have my own channel and shit, and Souls definitely had what his channel used to be. Rest in peace of that. Crazy. Nah, dead ass though. I just heard a lot of your OG fans. Dead ass though. Nah, there's some blame, obviously, again. Like, even in the Kyrie video that's not too long ago, we brought up the fact that at the end of the day, it's about results, and as dirty as we believe Boston fans treated him. If Kyrie had got out there injured and just been trash, we know what we would have done. We know what the media would have done. They would have been like, Kyrie, what the fuck, you suck. And then people would have brought up he hurt, but most people would have been like, nah, Kyrie choked. Even if we wanted to remember the injury. 20 years down the line, we weren't. There's endless games in this postseason that's going on right now that a player will have inefficient numbers, and we know over time we gonna say they had a bad game, but watching it, we felt they had a great one. So we know how this shit go. You gotta look in the mirror and be like, yeah, media somewhat downplays these players, and it's sad but true. But at the same time, I won't say Stephen A. solo squad ruined the game. I don't think the game's ruined. I think people are kind of going crazy.
To KD's defense, he didn't say it was just Steve. He said guys like Stephen A.
I will say Kevin Durant's 100% right, and the people that, and I'm not calling anybody out, but anybody that hunts for their little hot take to get people mad. Sometimes it's just about triggering people to get a reaction, but when you have a certain level that you do it at, some point you're actually spreading an opinion. One cursed thing about media, and Sosa will definitely understand it because he's done it at this level, is when you have a take, people are going to echo that take because they fuck with you. Therefore, that take becomes mainstream, and now that's what the media believes, and that's what fandom believes. And that take could be way wrong just because one motherfucker said it. So imagine a guy like Stephen A. saying some crazy shit like Steph Curry and Michael Jordan changed the game. Imagine if Stephen A. still had his diehard fans, because I don't know, truth be told, a lot of people don't like him right now. But if he had his diehard fans that was like, yeah, you know what, they did. And now that shit's spreading around like Curry right now and Michael Jordan back then ruined the game of basketball. That should have been crazy. Yeah, I see where KD coming from there.
Well, yeah, because disappointment is a product of expectations. No ifs, ands, or buts. You can't be disappointed if you didn't expect, a certain level of whatever it is. That's just a life thing. It's not even a basketball thing. And the reality is, who sets these expectations? I'm not even going to put it on just the, national media. It's social media. We as fans and observers of the game, we set these expectations. But at the same token, like, dang, we can't just talk about basketball now? Like, dang.
People call the bubble so Mickey, but that's what it was. Y'all bitching about the fans not being there. Well, what do the fans do? Y'all said all the young players going crazy because it's the bubble. The fans gonna make them nervous, bruh. The fans gonna be like, hey, yo, why you just airball that shot even though you hit like your last 5, bro? That's crazy. You suck. Like that's what we do. It's a part of the game, bro. So I don't think basketball is just ruined for real. That's what I think. Maybe I'm alone, but like
I don't think it's ruined at all. I think it's at its peak. I think it's at its peak, bro. Yeah.
Media's a part of it, bro. And I don't like players trying to get rid of it because it's like nobody would talk about you. You wouldn't be worth millions, and you'd just be playing at an open gym, but you're like dummy good. so
I mean, he can't play at an open gym right now, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. 508 stand up.
It's locked. It's locked. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's behind the Steelers hoodie. It's locked.
Stephen A. saw KD's tweet and he says, news for you at Kevin Durant. We ain't going any damn place. For every Stephen A., Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, and others, there's thousands more coming down the pike. We're not going away. We multiply. Sorry. And then Kevin Durant quote retweets that tweet with a Stephen A. meme saying,
oh, fuck.
We don't care.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Hey, KD was funny on the timeline, bro.
I've never been mad at KD being on Twitter. That's been my hot take of years. I've never hated it. Why does Stephen A. make this shit sound like a cult? I ain't gonna lie, like, he ain't wrong, but like, yo, what the fuck? I feel different. This is weird. This is weird. Why do you do it like that?
I said it on the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, you know what I'm saying? Links in the description. Stephen A. recently he's been making some comments that kind of show some insecurity to the new age media. I believe JJ Redick made some comment about the new media and how they're coming, and Stephen A. said the same thing. Like, we're not going anywhere. I ain't going any damn place. We're just gonna adapt type shit. So I feel like these comments specifically, they do come from a level of insecurity and the fact that people do want to get rid of the national media. There's a big narrative push of, let's just get rid of ESPN. And if I'm Stephen A. Smith, I'm the face of ESPN.
I don't want no fucking YouTuber and TikToker taking my goddamn job. JJ Redick is a fresh breath to ESPN and their fans, but I'm telling you now, they real lucky that JJ just a different guy. Because if JJ was a motherfucker like me, I go on there, silent Stephen A., give him a NBA player's perspective, and I'm pushing my pod. I go right back to doing the pod. I'm not a regular on ESPN. I just go back to doing the pod. Now people are giving me that traffic. Oh my God. Remember, y'all, I wanted to take y'all back. We talked about this on the podcast. Phenomenal pod, by the way. But we talked about this on the podcast, bro. Remember when First Take used to do that viewer bit where they had viewers send in their stuff. Y'all realize they ain't ever had a big time YouTuber on there. Y'all, I want y'all to really comprehend. Y'all think that no YouTuber has tried to get on First Take or ESPN. Y'all really think that. There's some people out there that, yeah, that Stephen A's too stupid for me. Cool. You think no YouTuber is out there and really tried to get on there and defend some crazy It's been tried multiple times. It's ignored. It take one YouTuber to get on that motherfucker, dummy you down, GG's. It take one YouTuber to really ruin what the fuck they got going on live television. People go to that person instead of them. Oh, it's Stephen A's exposed. GG's. So they never do it.
Now, motherfuckers are they're checking Stephen A's chain recently. Because in 2005, you know what I'm saying, 2008, did NBA players really have an avenue to just directly respond to what Stephen A is saying? No. But this is social media now. You know what I'm saying? You said the take an hour ago. I saw it on my timeline. I'm Kevin Durant, a top 5, top 10 player in the world, and I'm saying my shit right now for everyone to see. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different game. There's some insecurities, being displayed here by Stephen A. But at the same time, justifiable, understandable insecurities. Hey, I feel some type of way about it too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So, after this back and forth on Twitter, hey, Stephen A. Smith went on his platform and just addressed it.
When will they learn, Kendrick Perkins?
Uh-oh.
When will they learn?
What you mean by that?
Hey, Hood Smith Part 2.
I don't really...
You not want to make an enemy out of me, remember that?
But I really have no use for him. But
no use.
Months ago and weeks ago, you had a guy like Steph Marbury.
Okay.
Goes on video, social media, not eating Vaseline this time. He just had something to say. And he sat up.
This is like, look, I understand his takes be all over the place, but come on, bro. You can't act like Stephen A. not a funny guy sometimes, bro.
Then said, I should be defunded. I shouldn't be allowed from talking back. I should be defunded. I shouldn't be allowed to talk basketball.
Deplatforming has been nasty, I agree.
Yeah.
What he left out was that he was the executive producer of the docuseries A Kid from Coney Island, which was about his life. And who did they call to talk to? That would be me.
GG's.
But I'm the same dude that shouldn't be allowed to talk basketball.
GG's.
Except for when you wanted to
Oh,
promote your
fuck.
docuseries.
Oh, man, nothing to do with Kevin.
Yo, Stephen A.
Talk
got
your
it.
shit, twin.
Hey, talk your shit, bro. Go ahead, bro. You got the
Talk
floor.
your shit,
You got the
twin.
floor. I saw one mic type shit and things of that nature. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yeah, mute up, soul. Mute up.
But Kevin Durant comes out, and he sits up there and says, people like me make the game worse. Well, Kevin Durant and his company executive produces this new docuseries coming out, New York City Point Guards. Who they call?
Oh, fuck.
That would be it. So, just from a fact.
Oh my God! Hey, Stephen A. got it, bro. God damn.
In terms of beefs, chat, look, you could agree with Kevin. We just agree with Kevin. But in terms of beef law, it's over. that's tough. Damn. Motherfuckers say, oh, I'm ruining the game, but you want me on the show. That's wild. You want my opinion, but I'm ruining the game. That's crazy. Unless he's lying.
Now, mind you, he's not even like tackling what KD actually said. He's just saying, KD, not from you.
That's really what it is, though.
Not from you. No.
Have fucking Sage say that shit. Nobody even knows him. Like fucking Kevin Durant. No. You point guard? Remember that? Crazy. I'm pretty sure we interviewed like 5 different times, bruh. Like, nah. I wouldn't take it from KD either. I wouldn't.
Imagine if like, I don't know, like Jeff Bezos just came out of nowhere on like some anti-capitalist rant. Like, come on, Jeff. Come on, bro.
Anti-capitalist Jeff is crazy.
Yeah, come on, Jeff. Not you, bro. Joe Schmo can say that, but Jeff, not you, bro. Not you.
Anti-capitalist Jeff Bezos. For those that don't know, like shit, all right, cool, you out the loop. That is absurd. That is absurd, bro. Holy shit.
Base purpose. It's amazing that no one cares about what I have to say, but they call me to say something.
Damn.
I find that to be a bit inconsistent, dare I say, Kendrick Perkins, Molly. I find that to be a bit inconsistent But that's neither here nor there.
Being in sports media, specifically if you aren't like a past athlete, it is tough. Because, you know, when you're having these conversations, someone's going to come out of nowhere. So what's the highest level you played at? And then if you don't go that route, yo, so like when'd you start watching basketball? So Stephen A at the very least got the experience part of like, yo, he watched like Allen Iverson and these guys play. But it's like for like the people coming up, it's like, dang, like I can't talk sports like at all. Like, come on, bro, dang.
Yeah, man. Look, Souls laughs at me for doing it, man. Look, it's a lot of love in these comment sections, all bits aside. We go at you all the time, but that's just what we do for fun and shit. But the shorts, Souls fucking hate our guts over there. they hate our guts on shorts, bro. They assume I've never touched the basketball, which again, crazy, especially because some of y'all have really insensitive, let's just leave it at that comment. So that's wild. But let alone obviously they go on Souls as well. And I just be like, okay, let's say we both just never hooped a day in our life. We just not allowed to talk. Like we can't talk about sports.
But okay, no cap. If you've never hooped a day in your life, different story.
Maybe if you've never shot a basketball, you know what I'm saying? Like if you never shot a basketball, not even tried out for a team, haven't been on the team, blah blah blah, cool, whatever. But don't y'all love Sam Presti? Oh, I think it's way more than one at this point. Motherfuckers love Sam Presti. Was Nick Nurse a hooper? It's a lot of people in the NBA right now. It damn well wasn't a couple years ago, but I think right now ain't even one of them anymore, bro. I think there's endless faces in management on the front office that are just like that. Like Jeannie Buss, granted, she's selling right now, but Jeannie Buss clearly wasn't at an NBA level. But obviously, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna name her right now. Fuck the Lakers. But there's several faces in the NBA right now that have minimal basketball, let alone elite basketball experience. For that just to be the cop-out, it's always been kind of corny. And I know that because I know motherfuckers that who play football, that shit, and they don't even pull that card when they completely disagree with me. So it's always been like, you lame as fuck, bro. Like you ain't had shit to say, so you pulling that card, bro. Like you lame.
It's crazy because one of the greatest basketball minds of like our generation, Darryl Mori. I've tried to look it up. Like I can't find anything in terms of like, has he played D1? Has he played? And he definitely hasn't played NBA level. But I don't think he has an extensive like athletic career. Yet we credit him and his philosophies for changing the game. So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, a lot of these dudes, man, have D3 and under. D3 and under shit. I know damn well y'all are not about to tell me that D3 would matter so much so that y'all would credit them with fantastic NBA level knowledge, because in that case, at that point, anybody could fucking chirp. Like, D3's not light work, but come on. But yeah, like Stevens, Thibodeau, Van Gundy, Pop, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, motherfuckers don't have to be KD too. That's the thing. It's not even just that standard, because usually once you go to that, they go even higher. They were like, all right, well, what were you in the NBA? Like, Perk, you weren't that good. Ryan Hollins, you weren't that good. Bro. Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and Curry can't be the only people talking about hoops, bro. It's like 10 people, dog. What the fuck?
The two coaches going head to head in the finals right now are Steve Kerr and Ime Udoka. Come on, bro.
To argue that only elite talent or NBA level talent or even college level talent should be the only people talking about hoops, I guarantee y'all don't want that, because if nobody watches or talks about hoops, you ain't getting the money for it. Y'all just playing in the rec center. That's sad. That's the peak that high school mentality right there. And that's, you know how them niggas go. Fuck this basketball shit. We know that one person in our mind that we like, damn, this bro really peaked in high school. She really peaked in high school. Like, we know that. That's tough.
Shout out Stephen A. You have some really horrible takes, but
bad week.
Bad week. I don't think you should get deplatformed or anything like that. Just, try to be better. Try to be better. That's all. That's all we can really do. If you like this video, though, watch this video right here. Another bad Stephen A take. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Shout out Stephen A. We just dunked on you twice.